Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. I'm very excited to be sharing my thoughts with you. I love Anastasia as a brand. They have some of my favorite makeup products, so I'm so happy that they came out with a foundation. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this on YouTube. I did tell you over on Instagram, but stick foundation is my favorite form of foundation. I used to love the Max Factor stick foundation. They don't make it anymore. But oh my god, I just loved it so much. There's something about a good stick foundation. It's just so fast and easy, and the coverage is usually really good. So I am excited to be reviewing this for you. So if you want to hear my thoughts on this foundation and see a little demo, and I check back in with you after a few hours of wearing it, then just keep on watching. So I have been wearing this foundation for about 3 days now, and I've pretty much learned how I like to apply it and how it works best for me. So I am going to apply it exactly how I normally would. I'm going to prime, and I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to set my face because that's what works for me. So I just want to give you guys a good representation of how to use this foundation. And this foundation is marketed towards oily combination skin, normal skin, and not so much dry skin, but I actually have normal to dry skin. So if you have dry skin and you're wondering about this foundation, hopefully this demo and review can help you. So this foundation costs $25, and at first I thought that was such an amazing price, and it really is for a high-end foundation, but you have to keep in mind how much this product comes with. And a normal foundation, say the Born This Way foundation or the Urban Decay All Nighter, they are $40, but they give you 1 ounce of product. It's a little bit different when a foundation is in a different form, but this comes with 0.32 ounces of product. So keep that in mind. You're going to go through this a lot quicker than you're going to go through a liquid foundation. So that's something to take note of when you see that $25 price tag. That right there is twisted up. So that's the amount of product that this comes with. For me, I go through stick foundation very fast because to get a full coverage, you kind of have to use a lot. So keep that in mind. It is a great price, but you're probably going to go through it pretty quick if you use it on a regular basis. So getting into the demo, I'm going to prime my face with the Amazing Cosmetics Line Smoother and Primer. After using this a few times, I've noticed that this is the only primer that really does fill in lines on my face. I have little lines underneath my eyes, and then I have some on my forehead just from my facial expressions, and this actually fills them in before foundation. So I've been using this and loving it a lot recently. And you could probably use this even all over your face because it makes your face so smooth, but I just use it in the areas that I actually have those little lines. So we're just going to jump right into applying the foundation. I got mine in the shade Warm Natural. This is one of their lighter shades. I was going to get a darker one because I am tan, but in my previous video about the Urban Decay All Nighter, it was way too dark for me, and I just found that I'm going to lose my tan pretty quick, so I want something that I can use transitioning into the fall. So it is a little bit light for me, but it still works. So I just twist this foundation up maybe ½ an inch, and then I just go in and draw where I need it. So I start under my eyes, and I just kind of do a little C under my eye like that. I like the most coverage to be right where my freckles are. And then I do a few lines on my cheeks. And also on my chin. I draw on my forehead. And then down my nose. And my favorite way, and the best way in my opinion, to blend this out is with a kabuki brush or flat top brush, and that just works best for me. You can use a beauty blender, but if you do, you're going to take away a little bit of coverage, and that's fine if you want a more natural coverage, but I'm going for a medium to full coverage look today. I just want to show you guys that you can build it up. So when I blend out this foundation, I'm going to blend downwards. You want to always blend your foundation downwards, especially if you have baby hairs or peach fuzz on your face. That way it won't make it stick up and look too prominent. I do find that stick foundations tend to make my peach fuzz stick out, and I really don't like that, but I just love the convenience and the quickness of a stick foundation, so I just deal with it. Okay, so that first layer is on. It left me with a very natural finish, and with one layer you get light to medium coverage depending on how hard you push the stick into your skin. I think mine is more on the medium side. So as you can see, it looks pretty natural, and I can still see some of my freckles coming through, but it's a very smooth, very nice finish, not dewy. I would consider this maybe a semi-matte or just a natural finish. So now I'm going to layer this foundation and go in where I want that extra coverage, and I'm just going to see how full of a coverage I can get out of it. I have a couple spots on this cheek, and then my veins on this side of my forehead. So this time I'm just going to lightly stipple the brush still downward. This is very easy to blend, so you really don't have to push very hard on your face. And it does not break apart the foundation that's already on my face. Okay, so as you can see, it definitely added coverage in this area. It's still more of a medium coverage than a full coverage, but it covers everything that I need covered, and I don't really like anything with more of a coverage than this. There is just a tiny bit of cakiness in the baby hairs on my forehead, so I'm just going to hit that with my damp beauty blender and just try to bring a more natural finish to my forehead. Actually, hitting it with the beauty blender is giving it a really flawless finish, so I'm kind of just going to do that all over my face. So I really like the way that turned out. I definitely recommend applying it with a flat top brush and then going in when you're done and just adding that nice finish with the beauty blender, because I really like the way that that looks. It looks very natural, and the foundation just melted into my skin. It looks really good, so I want to finish up the face and then move on and give you my final thoughts. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with my NYX Dark Circle Eraser in medium and my Luxie concealer brush, and I'm going to place this into the corners of both my eyes. And then I'm taking my NYX HD Concealer and I'm going to brighten up my under eyes, and this is in the shade Glow. I'm going to quickly set my under eyes with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And then I'm setting the rest of my face with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Now to warm up my face, I'm going to be taking the warmest shade out of the NYX Contour Kit, and I'm going to be kind of lightly contouring, but just warming up the contour and perimeter of my face. For blush, I'm going to be taking MAC Melba and my Fluffy Real Techniques blush brush. And then for highlighter today, I'm going to be using a really exciting new find for me, and this is from JCat Beauty. These are shimmery powders, and this is in the shade Camel. I showed you all of these on Snapchat, so if you don't follow me on Snapchat, you should, because I show you everything first, but this is so beautiful. I want to do a whole video on these. This is in the shade Camel. It's a loose shimmery powder, and then I'm taking my Morphe M501 and just lightly dipping it into this powder. I put a little of this onto the back of my hand, and then I'm going to use it as a highlighter. Honestly, this might be the most beautiful highlighter ever, and these are so cheap. So I really can't wait. I want to do a whole video on these. I can't believe how beautiful these are. Okay, so that is it for my face makeup. How I'm going to test this foundation out today is I am going to film a eye makeup tutorial for you guys, and you'll probably see it in the future, but I'm going to go film that. It's highly requested. It's probably going to take me a few hours to film it, and then I will be back to tell you my final thoughts on this foundation and show you how it held up and all of that. So yeah, it's going to take me a few hours, but it's just going to be 1 second for you guys, and I will be right back to tell you my thoughts. Okay guys, I am back. It has officially been over 3 hours since I finished talking about the foundation, and then I jumped into filming my glitter cut crease eye makeup tutorial, and I ended up stopping and eating lunch when I had one eye done. So it's been a while, and I've been sitting here in this hot room with these lights shining on me pretty much the whole time, and I haven't touched up my foundation at all. So it honestly looks the same as when I applied it. If anything, it just melted further into my skin and looks even more natural. The only difference is I ended up getting a lot of glitter on my face and brushing away the glitter, and it didn't take any of the foundation away. So it stayed put. It seems to be long wearing. I can see my freckles a tiny bit underneath my eyes, but like I said, it's not a hugely full coverage foundation. You can build it up, but I would have to conclude that this is a medium coverage foundation. I did prime my face and I did set my face also. I wanted to do what I normally do with my foundation, otherwise I wouldn't have the grounds to tell you what I think about it because it would have been performing just by itself. So after wearing this foundation for 3 or 4 days now, I can come to the conclusion that this is one of my favorite foundations now. I can see myself wearing this on an everyday basis. It's very easy to apply, very fast. That's something I love about stick foundation. The price is not that bad. It's a very nice high-end foundation. I have not broke out from this at all. It doesn't have any weird scents to it, and it really just makes my skin look nice and natural and flawless, which I really like. It's not too cakey or full coverage, especially when you apply it with a brush and then dab it out with the beauty blender. It makes it look perfect, so that's how I recommend applying it. I also really like the shade that I chose. It's warm natural. I feel like it is a little bit too light for me now in the summer with my tan, but I can bronze it up and I can make it match me, and I know that I'll get my use out of it in the winter, so I really like that. Anastasia came out with a huge range of foundation, so you guys will be able to find your color no matter what shade you are. You'll be able to find it. They actually put out a color wheel where you could choose your undertone. If I can find it, I will insert it to help you guys out. I definitely love this and I highly recommend it, so I hope that this review and demo was helpful for you guys. If it was and you like foundation reviews, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Again, if there's any other foundations that you want me to try out and review for you guys, I can definitely do that. Just leave me a comment down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already. It's free and I put out new videos every single week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I get this glitter cut crease. You guys